Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today. You guys, I am back today with more of The Bad Batch. I am so excited to be back with this series, you guys. As you know, or as you may know, I took a brief break after season 1 because Mandalorian season 3 was out, and I wanted to react to that while it was still new and fresh, and I wasn't going to get spoiled out on it. Ironically, Bad Batch Season 2 was going on, I feel like maybe not the same time, but did the two overlap a little bit? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. But it came out very recently, and it wrapped up pretty recently, and from everything you guys are telling me, Season 2 is just fire. Absolute fire. And I cannot wait to see it. I really enjoyed Season 1. So yeah, you guys, I'm pretty sure I said like the majority of what I wanted to say about how I felt about the show and the season at the end of my last Bad Batch reaction. But I'll just kind of briefly just sort of, you know, catch you up with whatever I'm feeling before we dive into Season 2. Before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, guys, so season 1 was awesome. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I think it did more for me expanding on, you know, what was going on in this very volatile era of Star Wars, of the story as we know it, because we've seen a lot of like what happens way after the Empire and before, but this kind of transitory period where everything is switching over, you know, we haven't seen an awful lot of that. And I liked season 1 because it kind of, for me, it had a little bit of a blend of what I really loved from both Clone Wars and Rebels. It had the Clone Wars sort of like, this is the changing face of, you know, the infrastructure as we know it. A little bit more on like the big picture political stuff, as well as this great individual focus as well. A little bit more of a character emphasis, a little bit more of an emphasis on like the emotion of the situation that I feel that Rebels brought. Not to say that Clone Wars did not bring it with the emotion, because it absolutely did. But I think if you've seen the two series, maybe you can kind of understand what I'm saying here. So yeah, I really liked it where we left off. You know, we had our crew on Kamino as it was getting taken out, or at least that big city was. I don't know. I still don't know if they took out like the whole planet, if they just leveled the whole planet, but they leveled that one city at the very least, and they plucked out Nala Se, and we're like, hey, we're gonna, you want to come do some cloning? And not so much like you want to come do, more like you are coming to do some cloning, whether you like it or not. Which gives a lot of insight as to, you know, I just finished up The Mandalorian. I'm not going to get into a lot, but it does kind of get into, it does give shed a little bit of light, I think, on things that happen later in the story. I love the crew. I adore them. I love everything that we got along the way. I love seeing Rex. I love seeing Hera. It was a really great season, and from everything you guys are telling me, season 2 is like maybe even tops that. So I am truly excited to get into it. But yeah, we basically left off on Kamino being Dunzo, or at least that one very big part of it where they were basically doing everything, like the hub, I guess. We had this big thing with Crosshair, and we even had like some moments with him where I'm like, oh, he is, I don't know which way he's going to go with this. And I think it's important to remember too that this early on in the series, and this is what you guys are pointing out, is that like we the audience know, oh my gosh, why would you ever go with the Empire? At this point in time, not a lot is known about. You can already see it's not great. It's, things are happening, things are shaping up, but like there's not enough time passed to really know just how bad the Empire is. And even Hunter is like, this is more of like an ideological choice. Like, you can have your choice, I can have my choice, and we can still be brothers. And Crosshair's like, nah. So, you know, it is important to note, like, I was really frustrated with Crosshair at the end of the last one. It is important to note that, like, at this point in time, I don't think anyone's really aware of what exactly is going to happen, and it's more or less just, which side are you on, you know? So, yeah, so there's that. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited for season 2, and I'm ready to get into it and see what lies ahead of us. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we get started on season 2 of The Bad Batch? Let's do this. Oh, wow. Ooh, it's very pretty. Ooh. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, are we getting a beach episode? Maybe not quite that peaceful. Yeah, of course not. Oh, oh no! Ah, the crabs! The crabs are after us! They're chasing us.
I thought the package did mine. Just keep moving.
Ah! Oh, it's a little time pass. Omega's got like kind of a new outfit, and her hair is a little bit longer, I think. Is her hair a little bit flippier, perhaps? Maybe?
You mean you're fully versed in every ship in the Imperial fleet?
Do I have to do this right now?
Oh, we're studying. We're studying.
Pass on your studies.
Still gotta have school, baby. I can't with the crabs. I can't with the. I know it's serious.
We need a pickup.
So look at them running with their pincers. Whoa!
Caught something, and I think it's big.
Release the line. We do not have time to read.
Ah! Oh no. Okay, crabs. The crabs mean business. So no more fun with crabs. No.
They're wrecking the ship.
I cannot take them.
Ah! Oh my lord! Oh, and you know what? Wow! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Did you see that? Stop, drop, and roll? Could we communicate with the crabs? I mean, is that an option? No, probably not. They look pretty angry. I was wondering if maybe we could like, can we comfort or calm the crabs? I guess not. That is so sweet. She is. Oh wow! Look at her go. I mean, wow.
Why is Omega hanging off the ship?
It is an unscheduled.
Funny story. True story. Funny story. True story. Like she was getting good with the bow, but oh, look at the squad here. Yeah. Yeah! That's my crew right there. They're like, get back here!
Oh, the beach is gonna be relaxing.
Appreciate the backup. Try staying inside the ship next time.
To be fair, we tried. We did try. We
But
did
it's
try.
still pretty fun.
Pretty exhilarating. Oh, proud papa. Proud papa.
The space slugs decided to finally show up. Better late than dead, I always say.
And
Who's this?
The road clones on the run from the Empire, huh? How juicy.
you told her.
Don't get twitchy. She's
Well,
a friend. She's the
okay.
most trustworthy pirate I know.
That's Will.
Supposed to look alike. So much for quality control. This one's too big. This one's too
It's a little personal.
Hey now. Got a name, Brown Eyes?
Tech. However, the phenotypic eye color for all clones is brown. Iris pigmentation was not affected by
Well,
our
it's
mutation.
I guess we didn't ask for the. Gotcha.
I expect a cut if your top team comes through.
What exactly are we doing here? Sid, do you mind?
You lot are heading to the Outer Rim.
We are. We're in the Outer Rim.
Is Castle Sereno, the former home of
Ah.
Count Dooku.
Who's that?
A Jedi who betrayed the Republic.
Are you kidding me?
Kaya war chest is up for grabs.
No kidding.
It's palace. But there is still time to strike before it's all gone.
We are going to Dooku's palace.
You want that war chest? You go after it.
Not having it. Not having it. Because we're not in.
Or Delta.
Like, we don't have to take.
Very good.
Ooh, we're still studying.
We're all in agreement. Now,
What?
all we gotta do is convince Dark and Broody.
Okay, so they're in on it.
And we want to go after the war chest.
It's unanimous. Even Killjoy over here agreed.
Oh, he's like, what? I'm Killjoy.
Occupied. We've stayed off the Empire's radar since Camino.
That's the thing.
You can buy your freedom.
We're already free.
It's cute to think that.
It's, well,
Attention to what's happening out there, but I am.
okay.
Or the Empire comes here, and then my little operation is over. Which means no more
So,
jobs for you.
yeah. So we need to have kind of a backup plan for when that day comes.
And pull off this heist, and you'll have the means to disappear. No more risky missions.
We can just go do whatever.
A future. Isn't that what you're after?
For your daughter? Sister, but also kind of daughter? So we're all kind of dads here. We're all kind of dads here now. We have to think about these things.
I know why you agreed to this mission. But we can do better things with Dooku's fortune than hide, Hunter.
Like, help?
We have to be prepared to fight. That means numbers and weapons. That's not the
Oh,
kind of life
resources.
this kid deserves. Our lives are like this because of Omega. Taking her
Whoa.
off was the right thing to do. But there are others out there who need our help. We've seen what the Empire's doing throughout the galaxy. We should be doing more.
He wants to get in on the rebellion. And I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong that we could be out there. I mean, it's tricky because honestly, I want to see her have a nice, happy life too. Oh, there's definitely been some time passed, like not a lot, but I mean, kids, like, you know, one summer and a kid has a growth spurt. So I don't know how exactly long. I get the idea it's not like long, but like a little bit of time, like maybe months.
That's the city? What happened to it?
Imperial orbital bombardment. Same as on Camino.
Yeah, it looks pretty barren.
Get to the nearest container and grab what you can.
What on earth is in there that's so valuable? What? Oh. Ow. There's the way that he fell. I'm sorry.
Get it quietly.
They will
It was
definitely notice when he does not report in.
Well, let's be gone by then.
Okay. Let's pick up the pace.
Final launch in 10 mics. Copy that.
Whoa. No. No, nobody heard anything. Oh no. That's stealth for you. Echo, what are we looking at?
Qualifies as high value.
It's pretty shiny.
It is safe to assume that the majority of Dooku's fortune came from the many worlds he controlled and exploited.
Right.
That's what corrupt people do.
But isn't that what we're doing?
Depends on how we use it.
Well,
We could use that diversion about now. On it.
nice little distraction. I mean, it's interesting because I think that where Dooku started off, he thought that he was like doing what was right or needed, but doesn't. It's a slippery slope.
Where are the others? Still in the container. Damn it, the ship's taking off. Get out of there.
Oh no.
Can't open it.
Ah! Oh no!
Boss. I think they know
Crap.
something's up. We're done hiding anyway.
Oh, you just knew this was gonna go sideways, you know? Oh, at least we'll all be... Ah! Ah!
I'm starting to regret this.
It's definitely not gone according to plan. I would say that's safe to say. Oh my, is that okay? I was gonna say we're not really just gonna slide down. Oh Lord.
Where are you?
Sorry, kid.
Um,
Sidetracked.
Little.
We could commandeer an escape pod.
Do it. We'll get to
Okay.
the border and recover you. It's gonna take a while.
Oh God, we don't really have a while.
If I am incorrect, we will instantly be sucked out and perish.
Eee!
I am seldom wrong.
Good.
Watch yourself after we escape.
Oh man. Oh.
Intruders aboard Transport 3.
Oh no.
The escape pods. Is there only
Hey!
one off the ship?
Oh no.
This is a class 4 freighter, isn't it?
She's been doing her homework.
Freighters are equipped with re-entry thrusters. We can escape in a cargo container.
Ooh, hey. Oh, well.
We're not going out. We're going down.
Okay. Oh, well. Okay. No! Ah, no! We're really just gonna... No! We're really just gonna stop on it until it plummets! Oh, good lord.
Be a problem.
Yep. If you have the fear of the falling feeling, probably not feeling too well. Don't be the end of the episode. No! What? You can? How could you end the episode there? No! Come on! Oh man. Oh man. All right, they got me. I didn't think on episode 1 we would be is that, do I, hang on. I just want to see something. Because I feel like the one pirate person that we ran into, oh, we didn't really know the name. Oh, I think I know who it is. I don't know. I'll look it up after. But I know that was, like, super familiar. You know I'm bad with names, but, like, the voice sounded really familiar. All right. I will wait and see just in case they like never ever do an after credits here, but I'll wait just in case. I can't believe on the first episode they managed to like cut me off with a cliffhanger. All right, let's see if there's anything after this. This was a short one. This was, I feel like most of them were around like 26 or 28 minutes. Yeah, no, there's not going to be anything here. I will run it through just in case, because you know I always do. Oh, guys. Oh, that was so good. What a great start to the season. We get to catch up and kind of like see where we're at. It feels like Omega has come really far. Again, I'm not exactly sure like the exact time that has passed, but it seems like it's at least enough time for her to have really kind of leveled up in terms of, and we know she spent a lot of last season working towards that. It's not like out of the blue, but man, she was like rolling out, pulling moves. She's studying. I think there's something important to be said for like having the sort of like, for lack of a better term, book knowledge as well of, what you're up against in terms of like ships, different things you could encounter, like it's not all about, kind of the physicalities. And man, she is just killing it out there. I'm so proud of our girl. It's nice to see everyone back together and in action again. We kind of have this. So last season we were just kind of trying to like get by, and like we didn't have a lot of like room to plan for the future. I feel like we were really just sort of in survival mode all of last season. Now we kind of have this opportunity to think like, okay, what does our future look like? What are we about? What are we? And I get it with Hunter that he's like, we're about making sure that this girl is safe and has a good life. And that we kind of like sort of steer clear of the Empire. And I get that, but at the same time, there is kind of this like bigger picture question of like, yeah, but look at what's going on. Like, we could really be a part of this. We could really do something about this. With this much loot, we could have resources to really get in there and help and like protect and fight against what's going on in the galaxy. And I see both sides. Like, obviously, I'm a big like fan of the show Rebels and just, you know, the idea, the concept itself. But at the same time, like, seriously, what would any of us do in that position? We're like, okay, well, we're sort of like more or less a family now, and we can just sort of look out for each other, and we don't really have any obligation or reason other than it being the right thing to do to get involved here. So I have a feeling that'll be a push and pull that we're kind of doing maybe throughout the season. I love that we went to Dooku's palace. I think that's so cool. And it makes sense. I mean, I'm not going to stand here and say that, like, Dooku was good by any stretch of the imagination. Certainly back in the Clone Wars, he was always, like, the villain. He was the one that we were faced off against. Certainly, like, not out there to do good, I would say, at least not at the point where we were following him the most. But I actually did just happen to edit Tales of the Jedi, and it really got me thinking about how, like, wow, he really was manipulated and screwed over to a great degree. I mean, just as all parties were in the Clone Wars, like, they were all just kind of puppeteered, and no matter what side you were on. Now, I will say there was a lot of good and bad on both sides. You know, there was certainly a lot of people just out for their own agenda on both sides. What is so striking to me about Dooku is that, much like with many of the, or some at least, of the separatists that we saw throughout the Clone Wars, there actually was a pretty decent motivation for wanting change. And I think that kind of sucks that, like, nobody really realized any of that until it was too late. That, like, yeah, he did kind of have a point. You know, again, referring back to, like, Tales of the Jedi, because I literally, like, hours ago just edited it. And so I kind of, like, still in that mindset. Oh, God, editing that was like, oh. So, funny thing you guys may or may not know, because I think maybe I mentioned it before, is like, if something moves me during a reaction, it moves me no matter what. So I'll be sitting here editing and I'm like pouring tears. So anyway, enough about Tales of the Jedi. But yeah, it's not to get off on Dooku, but like, it just kind of like brought all that up for me that like, only now can we kind of see, and even here, like, I mean, our crew probably wouldn't be privy to everything that happened in the way that, like, other characters would be. But only, like, now on the other side of it can you kind of, like, really appreciate, like, wow. Everyone just got duped big time. So anyway, so back to our crew. I'm loving the dynamic. I'm loving where we're at with Omega. I like that they kind of introduced this idea that, like, we could just go take care of ourselves, or, like, do we have, like, some kind of obligation just as people who don't want to see the galaxy get ravaged and people who maybe could do something about it? Or is our only obligation really to each other and to our kind of sort of daughter sister person? So yeah, but Sid makes a good point too. Like, eventually the Empire is going to come for everybody. Nobody's really safe from the Empire. And it's an interesting thing that we went kind of over in Andor as well. It reminds me a little bit of Andor. That, like, you can kind of just sort of keep your head down and mind your business. And you might get by for a little while like that, but you won't get by like that forever. That's not... Eventually you could be hiding out on a secluded planet and Empire might get wind that your planet has natural resources that they want to come and exploit. So, like, any number of things could happen, you know? Like, eventually war will touch everywhere, pretty much, if they're not stopped. So, really interesting conundrum there to kind of introduce early on. Yeah. Really, really rude of them to cut me off like that. Super rude to cut me off, like, in the middle of their perilous mission. But I can't wait to see the next one. I think we're off to a really good start. I can't wait to see just what we're going to do with like our characters and the themes that we're starting to explore a little bit more in this one. So yeah, guys, I'm super happy with it. I cannot wait to see more. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't leave me on just a super rude and immediate cliffhanger. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.